Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Like a motherfucking like a motherfucking smack addict. Orale, as you can tell by that thumbnail today, indubitably. Yes, indeed, I'm about to put some paint where there ain't. Some graffiti on the bus. So I was scared, don't be mad if I push and I fuss. But I'll never cuss, or will I? One never knows, does one. But trip out. In a menudo style in direct fashion, we're going to get straight into it. Say it with your chest. Orale, Wes Watson, right? Did he really run the yarda? Was he really some big badass shot caller? Or is he just a motivational speaker? So I'm motivated. I'm motivated to do this video right now and get my clown on. Sasuke, the Humpty Dance is your chance to do the do me, baby. Orale, Humpty Hump. I'm about to do the Humpty Hump. Trip out, Wes Watson. I first started watching his content, a while back. And I'm not going to lie. I was walking around this motherfucker saying shit with my chest, right? I had paperwork hooped from 5 a.m. and to 4 a.m. You know what I mean? Straight up. Never did a drop. Real talk, man. I walked around this motherfucker with hooping shit. I remember my old lady was like, hey, I'm ready to have, palo time. Are you going to take that out? Take what out? That's all. I didn't want to let her know exactly what was going down. But she could tell by my movement, I was not trying to turn that thing sideways. So it was ugly. It was an ugly situation, but I was a true and a firm believer in what Wes Watson was spewing out of his fucking boca, which was motivation. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Vato God's game, the Vato can motivate. He motivated me. Sasuke, I went out to the world. Hey, Sasuke, I need weights, right? And then I realized that, fuck that, I'm too lazy to lift them. So I just got on that concrete one time for my mind, and that was it. Machina time. Now, trip out. As I started to listen to his motivational speech and the things that he was yelling and screaming, I started to realize some of it was frivolous. There's no reason you need to hoop paperwork all the time. ID cards, green cards, Sasuke, fucking passports. I ain't going nowhere. I'm Mexican. I'm broke. I ain't going nowhere, Holmes, right? I might go to East Los to go get a taco, but that's about as far as I'm going to go. And that's if I'm allowed. That's if Neil Desar lets me. So I got to check in with him on my way there. You know what I mean? That's just how it be like. Or not even check in with him, but check in with the fucking thing he's got going on his head. Like Total Rico, the Vato opens his shirt and tells you, come to me, Satan, get behind me. That's what he has on his head. Anyways, so the fucking Vato started to dismotivate me, if that's a word, or if it's a word I just made up right now. I start to kind of kick back and just watch what he was talking about. And then I started to really look at his content for what it was, and that was just prison genre-based content. Plain and simple, period. He was just telling a war story to entertain. I ain't mad at him. I was fucking entertained. Didn't understand why my camera had spit all over it at the end of the day, but still, I was entertained. Are you not entertained? I think, is it? You know what I mean? Oh, I can't call it in a minute style. I can't call it, right? But I tried. And I just couldn't sometimes. I just couldn't with that motherfucker, but I did try. Just because I have respect and love for the city of San Diego, just because I have respect and love for the woodpile, Sprinklerman, I had to sit there and I had to fucking listen to a half hour of just screaming and yelling and pushing and falling and cussing. And he stepped back and he kept busting and bussing. It was just crazy. But what I did catch on to and what I was like, nah, childish street homes, fuck this, and him, right, was when he started to talk about he was shot calling on these fucking level 4 yards and level 3 yards. And I was like, okay, it takes a lot. Did he have that look for wood? Yeah, but me being around the block in the 6'4", just a few times, right? I realized that 99.9% of the time, the Vatos who are pretty much running that yarda, as far as being a white guy, are the skins. Okay, now it's not every time. So don't get it twisted and think I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I've been there, right there. I was on that motherfucking yarda, like, I was cruising, right? So I know that there's some fucking woods that are rocking, Fred's next, stand up. What are the Sacramaniacs, right? There's some woods that are just with that business. But at the same time, for the most part, a lot of the skins pretty much, manhandle that yard. They take it over and the woods push right behind them. And that's just how it's been. So seeing Wes Watson and seeing his get down and people are like, oh, he had to have the yard. Look at that motherfucker. He's all swole looking like like the Ultimate Warrior, all 4 feet 9 of them. Bet you didn't know that, right? Now, the Vato's like 5'6", 5'7". Now, I ain't going to say size matters, but on that yarda, when you ain't nothing but an itty bitty, short, right? Motherfuckers is like, come on, bro. Stop it, is it? Right? You know what I mean? It ain't going to go down like that. I'm not saying that he didn't or he did. Yeah, I'm pretty much saying he did it, right? And it was a lot of the words that came out of his mouth is what the reasoning behind me saying what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not just woofing on this guy. I'm not clout chasing on his name for those of you that get in my DMs. Oh, man, why are you worried about Wes Watson? It's because he did it right. Baby, we can do it. Take the time. Do it right. With a popping taco. Do it, baby. We can all do it right. I know how to do it right, too, without saying this guy's names. I just think it's funny, man. The disillusion that he was putting out there, you know, illusions. Believe it if you want. That's getting at me. And I'm going to tell you why. After doing my proper vetting and research, and I look back, the vato was in dorms, eh? You know what I mean? Yeah, hold. Okay, dorms. Now, I've been in dorm settings, too, in the gym. You know, I've done gym living. Hey, I liked the dorms. There's a lot of authors that are like, fuck that. They want their privacy. Just them in their celly. They can get their little fucking phone on. You know what it is. You know what I mean? You only have to worry about dealing with one person spelling one pedo. And I understand that. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's just be like that. Sometimes I even got in my fucking mode where I just wanted to celly, one celly. You only have to deal with one vato. If you have to sock him, get in the tiger. You know what I mean? You can. Or vice versa, it might be a cool thing. And it's just good. You don't have to deal with all the riffraff and worry at night if you're going to get a pedazo through your earlobe. So it's good in the hood. But a lot of people, including myself at certain times, like dorm living. Why? The wiggle is real. More freedom. You know what I mean? You're able to chop it up, get you a few camaradas, a few good homeboys. You know what I mean? You got your little ranfla. Ranflots on straight floating. Float on. You guys are just floating through that motherfucker. Everyone's in the mix. You're finding out who's doing what, who's willing and dealing, and everyone's illing and chilling and willing to kill. Everybody's doing their thing in a dorm, man, and there's a lot going on, and sometimes it just feels like freedom. It takes your mind from I'm so alone to fucking the next level where you're like, let's party, right? Tigo bitties, right? Everyone's just winning. But there's no tigo bitties. There's just a vato fucking that needs a bra. Yes, tigo bitty. It just gets wild, right? Anyway, so you're doing time, and this is what Wes Watson was doing. Okay? So a lot of these motivational speeches where he's like, there you go on the 4-yard, and you have to fucking put something in your asshole, right? You're like, oh shit, right? He's trying to scare you into non-existence. He's trying to make you think this is exactly how you're going to do it. Okay, I'm going to give you the rundown, right? Yes. He's absolutely right. If you do hit a 4-yard or a 3-yard, absolutely, depending upon your group faction or whatever the case may be, you will properly, let me say it right, instead of just shoving it up your ass, you will properly secure a bundle or properly secure your pedazo or whatever, okay? Allegedly. Let's say it like that. It's highly encouraged and asked of you to maintain and defend your casa, your household, your gente, your people, your group segment, whatever the case may be. Okay, your igloo. ¿Sabes qué? Representamos is real. Okay, defend the casa. That's just what it is. Okay, that's the business. Now, you know what you signed up for. You're down to defend the casa and so on and so forth. Someday you might get your number called. Let's say, sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Orale, sometimes you just don't get your number called. But always be ready so you don't have to get ready. Ain't that right, Wes? Fuck yeah, right? All right, look. Okay, calm down, Roy. Now, the way he spewed it out there, put it out there was like, and then you grab this and you shove it in your hot pot, shove it up your ass. Make sure that you got your whole fucking caja full of your paperwork because you had a long trial. Shove it up in your ass. By that time, Holmes, you can't even defend the casa because you're too worried about shoving everything up your ass, right? So that's just what it is when it comes to Wes Watson. He went a little overboard. He gets a little hyphy. I think that's the PEDs or the supplements. I ain't mad at him. I ain't telling on him. Just do what you do. I don't give a fuck if you want a vein popping off your earlobe. That's up to you. At the same time, that kind of character, that kind of get down is not the type to be a llavero or a guy running the yard. Do you want a guy, do you think that anyone's going to respect a motherfucker that screams at him all the time and tells him, hurry up, wash my socks? Nah, I don't think so. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Usually the one that's doing big things is the one that's unseen. You know, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. He's wiggling, right? Either there, he's getting him on one. You know what I mean? He might have knocked the badass CEOs out there. All the other placas are different. They're all sick. It'd be like that sometimes. But anyways, getting back to Wes Watson, I started to notice a lot of discrepancies in the stories that he told. I know a lot of people see my story. They're like, fuck you, gun. You put too much tapatio on it, Charlie. It didn't go down like this. I was there that year. And then later on, I chop it up with them. They're like, oh shit, maybe to what degree that you were telling the truth, is it? Yes, Simon. I know it seems outlandish sometimes. Órale con un butter knife, right? It seems just a little bit different, but the wiggle was definitely real, man. I'm not going to put too much on it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm a real motherfucker. I really did this. I really did that. And do certain things if there's not reasoning behind it. Okay? Sometimes you got to get out the way or just walk away because you're not trying to get the person caught up on another line one time for your mind. You know what I mean? Hey, con permiso. That's just what it is. Okay? When it came to Wes Watson, he's a very boisterous person, very motivational. I can't deny that. I can't take that away from him. You know, but when he tells these frivolous stories about riots that he participated in, you know, why is this man out? Is what I'm asking. Now, I've been involved myself in a few things, and I did oil time. I was always in the oil. Where's his whole stories? Where's the stories of him being in the oil all the time? Because if you're out there putting in that work, Holmes, and you're out there fucking being a llavero and being a shot caller for the woods, and you're out there being that one, right? Orale. Oh, yeah, brother. Right? Dig it? Orale, macho man. If you're out there being the macho man instead and the leader of the NWO, right? One thing's going to happen, and that's for Shaolida on gang gang, right? Is in a menudo style Derek fashion, you're going to find your ass with an indeterminate shoe. He would have been validated, gente, and done an indeterminate shoe at that point in time. Because he predates the end of hostilities. He predates all the bullshit. So he would have been, you know what I mean, slammed backwards one time for his mind. Nah, I'm going to tell you why he wasn't. Because that's not a pinche level 1 yard, is he? A level 1 and a level 2. He was getting his wiggle on, just working out, getting fucking veins popped out of the back of his fucking spine. And the reason why is because he wasn't on a real prison yard. Now, okay, Spence on la tira. Guys that have been on 1 or 2 yards like, hey, gun, that I used to support you. Let's see what happened, right? I'm not saying it's not a real prison yard. Prison is prison. I know that, man. Anyone can catch a pico de gar. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying. Let's say, hit that 3 that 4 yard one time for your mind, right? It's different. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to go that route. Those that are forced, that have to, handle their business accordingly. Or maybe they don't. And they end up on the SNY con un pinche Wes Watson chilling. You can't win! Right? Doing pull-ups and sticking shit up their asshole. Now, listen. That was pretty much the gist of him just bullshitting, just manipulating the people. Now, I understand when you're in the prison genre, you want to put a little bit on it. You want people to think that you fucking walk the yard con Santana and Old Folsom. Says, get the only one to walk the yard. You know what I mean? Hey, they're so lame, they paid for the game, right? Oh, did they get down, demon? He ran it from the oil. Okay, and this is what Wes Watson likes to, the perception and make people perceive that he was just that crazy-ass wood spitting everywhere. You know, con un pinche ultimate warrior just down, you know what I mean? Suck it! And he wasn't. Okay, he wasn't. Now, that doesn't mean he lacks the vocational skills and that he lacks the mental capacity and that he lacks the spit to really go out there, motivate people, and change people's lives. Because obviously, from what he was to what he is now, man, he has changed. And I can't be mad at him, and I can't knock him because he's out there getting the millions, right? The Christinas. I can't be mad because he's out there getting the Christina millions. That he's doing what he has to do for his familia. And that's a righteous individual. He's doing what he has to do to get his bread, to get his bag. One can't be mad at that, can one? Right? But what I can say is the manipulation is definitely real. For those of you, and I'm not trying to make people just, you know, go away from his channel, people not to watch him and not to support him. Nah, that's further from the truth. Support this man. You know what I mean? Just watch out and make sure you wear a rain jacket and duck when he talks because he'll spit all over you, right? Shit, he'll spit on you like some piroja was spitting on my shit. Buenos dias, right? Hey, we had a party last night. She's fucked up. Oh, did they want coffee? Micro. This is just how it is, okay? So, watching some of his spills, not all, you know, there's some that I verified. I was like, damn, these are cool. You know what I mean? The way he tells a story, you know what I mean? He gets me all fucking hyphy. Feels like a shot of fucking water. I'm ready to fucking go somewhere, right? Not that I've ever done that, ever. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I've watched movies. National Geographic, stand up, right? I'm just saying, this vato fucking, he will get you real hyphy, real motivated. Feel like you're in the Bay Area in the 2006s, right? Just ready to go. You know what I mean? Ready to rock. Get ready to roll. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take. No, we're not gonna take it, Twisted Sister, right? He just gets you going. But at the same time, to manipulate a man and put him in a situation and make him feel all motivated on some fucking frivolous talk or some fake stories, well, now that's different. Because it's like you lied to me. Well, it had the same motivational factors, gun. it did what it does, right? Yeah, it does what it did. But at the same time, bro, I don't, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I feel embarrassed. I feel taken advantage of, right? And that's how people that support certain people on YouTube feel when you're discredited or some bullshit, man. You feel like they feel like you took advantage of them. So it's if I'd have known, I'd have never supported you. I'd have been over there watching Whack 100. Oh, Pyro! You know what I mean? And he would have been, you know, talking shit, but at least I would have, you know what I mean? He's lying too. Now, I'm not here, like I said, to fucking rain on this man's parade, to shit on his character. Maybe I am one, never knows. That's what. I'm not here to do none of that. What I'm here to do is simply speak on some truths, speak on some facts, and say, come on, Wes, get it together, baby. You know what I mean? Get off the shit, allegedly, right? My brother, incarcerated, about to get out. That's how the wind blows, right? Actually was in Oklahoma with Beanchy Wes Watson. Oh, oh, how it hurts. Oh, how to be so true. Yes, it does. And he told me a few stories, just a few. Right? And I was like, hey, did you ever see that guy on YouTube, Wes Watson? He said, hell yeah, I seen him. Hell yeah, right? I said, was he about that action? Was he about them activities? He says, I mean, what do you mean, bar work and shit? I said, he said, all that dude did from what he's seen was workout, you know? And I said, well, you could see that right off the bat. You know, I thought you were looking like motherfucker. I was in this motherfucker looking like a mix between fucking Hillbilly Jim and Hercules Hernandez. You could see that right off the top, but at the same time, what was he doing in there putting in work and shit? And my brother's like, I just can't. He said, nah, come on, bro. Come on. You know he wasn't doing none of that. You know, he's like, shit. You know, motherfuckers didn't do that until they had to. He definitely was not involved in no type of incidences. And I'm not saying that he said he was, but it just was his pattern of storytelling that he was doing this and that and that and this and that, this and that. But really quietly as it's kept, once you look at it, he was just on the 1 or 2 yard. Now, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. You ain't got to be no hardcore killer level 4 yard fucking, oh, you ain't got to be none of that, right? You don't have to be on YouTube and talk your truths, right? You don't have to do all that. Now, people like that shit. So that's good. For some reason, they enjoy it. They rather enjoy it. But it's not something in everyday life that you have to do. But when you say you done did it, that's what we expect. You have to done did it, right? So I was scared. Now, the way he describes hooping pedazos and paperwork and all that, we know he done did that. That's a fact. You know what I mean? I feel sorry for his shit, right? Shit. The clapper. Shit's bad. But anyways, he done did that. You know what I mean? The ramifications were real. Órale, right? Spencer and la tira. But as far as shit like that, you know, telling stories about being some level 4 hardcore shot caller killer and choking people out and things of that nature, hated it. You know, it never happened. Now, I did watch some stories where he talks about Southsiders being fucking very about it on the yardas and the white boys handling their business. And I totally agree. He talks about the Norteños being one of the most violent groups that he's ever witnessed. And I saw Scott, sucking daddy mo. If you feel like giving me a lifetime of devotion. Order to Wes Watson. I second that emotion. That's facts, right? He talks about the Afrikaner brothers, man, handling their business. You know, there's things that you could talk about that are universal that everybody knows. And I'm like, hey, you know what? He said that. And when you have that look and the veins are popping out of your cheekbones and you're screaming and yelling and pushing and falling and cussing, hey, people are going to fucking, whoa, shit, now this is a California prisoner. But really, in real life, he's just a bodybuilder that did a little time. Let that sink in. Now, Beanchy Wes, since I started, you know what I mean? I can't stop. Once you pop, the gun can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop, can't stop, can't stop, won't stop, shouldn't stop, should I stop? I don't know. Better stop, right? Look, trip out. Like I said again, in my last spiel that I did about Wes Watson, right? Say it with your chest. I said that he owed someone some feria, predating YouTube and all that. And did I say it was about illegal activities? Charlie, that never came out of my mouth. I never said. People were like, oh man, you're dry, did you go? You tell. Who said it was about illegal activities, man? When you give a man, a grown man, your word that you're going to pay him some money you own because of something or something, a beep, boop, boop, boop. It don't matter what it's about, homes. You carry your motherfucking word close to you, Wes. Hoop it, Wes Watson. Do it with your chest, right? Or with your fucking fist. However you're going to do it, do it. You know what I mean? You're over there hooping fucking frivolous passports and shit. So, okay, hoop your fucking word. That's it. You know what I mean? You're going to need that. So anyways, I put that out there because the individual tapped in with me and was like, hey, Sasuke, what the little bit of bread? I ain't really tripping. He was like, look at how I live. He's like, yeah, I live fantastic. You know what I mean? Con Bel Air, light up bottles and shit. I'm living my best life. Security in every room. I was like, damn, you're doing it big, right? It wasn't like this Vato's in need of anything. He didn't need the money, man. It was the principalities to this motherfucker. There's principles to this shit. That's it, to the game. And when a Vato's around there in a Lamborghini and a condominium con un jaino with big old titty, hey, we need ours. Separate ours from yours. And that's how that guy felt. You know, so that's what that was, man. It had nothing to do with trying to put him in a bind or hate on fucking Wes Watson or taxes. And people were talking about taxes and he's not a criminal. And this motherfucker's an ex-convict just like I'm an ex-convict that got his shit together and I ain't mad at him. I don't think anybody is mad at him. If anything, I respect Wes Watson's get down and I'm just calling it a little bit. If you can't take it, ¿sabes qué? Put it in your ass. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about struggling and striving for your familia, man. This is just one of them funny ones, is it? This is just one of the ones for entertainment value. I just like to put out there. Is it true? Actual, factual. Bang, bang. Is it lies? No, can't do that. No added preservatives. Not today, I said. You know what I mean? We ain't doing that. Anyways, hit that like and subscribe if you fuck with the gun. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy as the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, which is just telling the truth. Man, it's nothing but the truth. That's it. And bringing the raza together as one so we could go out there and we could come together like La Onda for power. The gun. Bang, bang. Thank you.